Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm Tom with another how-to for bread, and today what I'm going to show you is a couple of different ways to make dinner rolls. Now, this isn't going to be a new recipe per se. Hey, so what I did was I used the lean dough from one of my other videos I was on my channel, and that's what I'm using for this whole thing. So I'm going to show a couple of very simple ones and also some others that have a bigger adjustment to it. So, the first thing what I did with this was to get about 4.5 pounds, which is about 2,000 grams. So to do that, what I did was I got my total dough weight from the lean dough, which is 176.2%, and I divided 2,000 by 1.762, which is if you're not knowing the math, that's pretty much what you would do to find a percentage of something. And with that, I got my flour weight, which was 1,135 grams. So after that, I just got the rest of my percentages by doing the percentages of that times the flour weight, and pretty much that's how I increased my amount of dough. So pretty much first one that I'm gonna show you is the regular roll. Now this is one that you would actually have to score. So here's 2 ounces. I already divide this in advance, and in a cuffing motion, not mashing down on it because I want the air. Here, I'm rolling it around in a ball, and what you want is a roundish shape. So it's pretty round. And I'm gonna put them over here. I'm just gonna do a couple more, just so you see what I'm doing. So lump, cuffed hand, rolling around. Done. You're normally going to do this with your dominant hand. If you do it more, you can try your less dominant hand. And if you are skilled enough, you can do 2 at once. Probably not good to do this because I didn't put anything underneath. And that is the ball. Next one I'm going to show you is a mini hoagie roll, which is not that hard. So, doing the same process with making baguette, only I'm pushing everything into the center. So, 3 rounds, and just to close the seam. That's the mini hoagie. So again, just so we see a little flour, just because he stuck a little. Flatten him. Fold inward, fold inward, fold inward. Turn. Roll to seal seam. Mini hoagie. Again, flatten and fold in and close seam, mini hoagie. Now this one is another one that you'd have to make a seam, like score or cut a seam on the top up so he doesn't crack. Okay, it's two. So the next one I'm going to show you has the cigar pouch, which that you just need 2 additional items to do. And to do this one, I'm just pre-shaping these guys into rounds beforehand. Because that's going to be one of the few things that you need to do to start him. So, yeah. Okay. Got my 4. To begin this, you'll need 2 items, a rolling pin, and a little bit of olive oil. Now, you can also use a brush, but if you want to try it without, all you're just going to do is dampen your finger with a little bit. So, here's just put a little going around because I don't need that much. Okay, so here's your ball. What you're going to do is you're going to go halfway. Hey, it's a little on top. Okay, so halfway in, you're going to roll down and you're just going to flatten half of it. Now, flattening half of this will... best way to see is if you can pretty much fold him over and he's completely covering. That means you're good. If you're a little over, that's fine as well. But if you're a little under, you may want to just make sure he's long enough. So, with that, I oiled the edge of this because if I don't, he's going to close in on himself. And I folded him over. And just going to oil him one more time. Time for the edge. And there's a cigar pouch. Now, because I oiled the edges, as that detail is going to stay with it throughout the entire proofing process into the baking. And so, yeah, that's going to be a fun decal to give. Again, and we've got a ball, flatten halfway. Okay. There we go. Then fold over. Oil both sides. And if you don't feel comfortable dampening your finger with so little, you can use a brush to just brush on a little bit. Just because I don't need that much. Okay. Flatten halfway. Hey. Oil one side, fold over, oil another her cigar. Alright, one more ball, flatten halfway. Okay. Okay. Oil. Fold over her oil pouch. Okay. Alright. Now, next one that I will show you is going off of the same start point, but it's going to have a different thing added to it at the end. So, in short, I'm making what's called a bow tie. So when you make this, as you're generally starting with a cigar pouch, and then you're adding another step to the final product. So here's our round. Start with the cigar pouch again. So flatten in halfway. Okay. Oil, fold, oil. Now, here the transition will be. So you have your cigar pouch. What you're going to do is you're going to take a bench knife, or a bench scraper, and go halfway in, and cut down. With that, you're going to open him up, and here's your bow tie. Hi. Now, because there's still oil on the edges, they won't stick down, and you will still have your decal. Of course, this would happen to me. So, here's your bow tie. Again, and just so you know, you can see a little faster a little better what had happened. And with the cigar pouch, bench knife, halfway in, and cut. And make sure you're cutting where you fold, where the folds are at. So, make sure you don't cut this side, but this side. Alright. Just so you can keep that design. Alright. So, again, and start off with doing the cigar pouch. Bench knife, cut halfway. Okay. Pull apart, bow tie. And one more time. And starting off with the cigar pouch. Bench knife, halfway. Hey, bow tie. Alright, so that one is one that you probably won't see that often because it's an abnormal one that requires a few more tools that many people won't do. So, the next two that I'm going to show you is... Actually, I should say the next three because these all start off the same process and go hand in hand. So, I'm going to show you how to do knots. So, the first one I'm going to show you is a single knot. Single knots are pretty simple and straightforward. So, what you're going to do is you're going to roll out your dough, a little tube-ish, wrap it around your fingers, and pull it in. Now, you want a loose knot so the detail stays, and you're not tearing the dough. No. I'm going to show that a little slower just because that was a little fast. So, again, rolling, hang out, make sure you're even on each part. So, around the fingers, hers, in, and loose knot, done. Now, I should just also inform you that the only two that I've shown so far that actually do need to be scored are the rolls, well, pretty much the basic ground roll, and the hoagie roll. All the other ones you do not have to score. So, again, one more time. I've got my Brett, head wrap it around, not loose, not loose, and there, one more time, tube-ish, or strandish, whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it totally tubular, you're fine with that. Wrap around fingers, hers, and bam. If your fingers are small, I would recommend going around 3 of your fingers, hers. But you just want a gap big enough where you can fit it in between the head of the roll's knot. So, that's a single knot. Next, I am going to show you a double knot, and that's just, in short, just wrapping around a second time. So, with this, I've seen in my research that putting a little more flour on the edge, on it when you're doing it, it tends to help it not stick as well. So, with that, what we're going to do is we're going to roll it a little bigger, because I rolled mine just big enough to make one knot. So, to make it a little bigger, just do that, and roll it in a little more flour. I'm starting nearing the end, so I get as much dough as possible to do this. So I'm going hang around once, and that's 2. 2. And that's your double knot. If you look, you can see here where there's a double knotted head part in it. So that's your second hand knot. Alright. One more time. And just to show. So, holding him a little longer than you would for a single. Oh, put a little flour on just so he can't stick too much. Wrap it around your fingers. Go once and go twice. Nice. Double knot. Hot. Again. And a little longer of a strand. And wrap around one on your fingers, go once, go twice. Nice. Nice roll. And one more time. Strand. And a little bigger than single knots. It's wrapped around the fingers. Go once. Go twice. Nice. Nice. And that's your double knot. And by now... Okay. Now that these guys are set, I'm gonna start baking these guys off. So... I'm scoring. I'm just using a jagged knife. Just big enough to make a gap in between. Some of these aren't that big. Whole purpose of that is just to control where you get headed going. Baking time is going to be about, for these guys, 9-10 minutes, because they're much smaller. And they don't have much surface. So for these guys, I'm just doing 4 minutes with half a pan of water for steam, and 5 minutes for bake time at 500. Not even bothering dropping the temp with this. So, well, now that I've shown a single and a double knot, I'm going to show what is a Kaiser or rosette roll. Well, obviously, it's called a Kaiser roll because it's used in the production of Kaiser rolls. And normally, it's more dough than what would normally than what I'm doing. But just for the sole purpose of what I'm doing, I'm doing a small amount. So I'm rolling it very long, just for the purpose on how you do it. So, you know, pretty long, hung dough. Make a smile. And I'm rolling him in flour, again for the purpose that it's going to be a little easier to wrap around. So, I'm going to be going in and pulling it around about 4 times. So, in short, doing 4 pulls in and your Kaiser. Now, the reason why it's called rosette is because it looks like it's going in inside itself. So, that's why many people call it a rosette roll. Just because it kind of looks like you're doing a rose. So, again, a little slower, or just so we can see what's happening. Hang, long strand, wrap around the fingers, just like all the others. Hers. Going once, twice, 3. This one's going to be a pain. Yeah, that one I didn't put enough flour on. So, with that, it's going to stick a lot if you don't put enough flour. So, I'll reform that one later. So, with that, and before anyone thinks this is flour, not mad dandruff. Okay, so going in once, in twice, in 3 times, in 4 times. Rosette. Another piece. Let's bring him out. And that's my time. Okay. Very long. And for my general rule of thumb, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get about the length of my cutting board. Round the fingers. Go in once, go in twice, go in 3 times, and go in 4. Rosette. Just because the other one was kind of a bust. Just going to do one more. And while I do this one, I'm going to explain what the last one I'm going to show is. And this is pretty much what's called a clover roll. And why it's called a clover roll is because what you're actually doing is you're making about how 3 small pieces and you are adding them to each other into a small muffin pan. So, got my muffin pan. This dough doesn't stick that well, so I'm not going to bother greasing it. So, I'm going to be making a few just for the purpose of getting rid of dough. So I got 3. Okay, I'll cut it into thirds. And I'm going to roll these guys into balls. And now that this is done, put all 3 into a pan, and just like this, done. Very easy. You don't need a pan, and all you need is a muffin. Well, don't need an actual pan, just need a muffin pan. And again, just so you can see, 3 balls. They don't have to be the exact same amount, just enough for you to be about accurate. So, 3 in pan, done. One more time. Cut 3 balls.